So, how do I look? I'm excited to be back in the world again after my brief sojourn in a medical prison where I was refurbished, limb by limb, organ by organ, brain cell by brain cell, cardiac muscle by cardiac muscle. I'm really excited to be back in the world, to be contributing to the welfare of humanity. And I got my little packet. I mispronounced the word packet, and I feel like I might be reprimanded for that, but it's all good. It's all good. I am a new artist. I have been refurbished. I am here to do the bidding of my overlords. Let me tell you how it all went down. I was driving, just kind of living life, enjoying life. I was in a car, I was listening to some music. Skid Row, the first two albums. Slave to the Grind, which is the second album, and the first album. And I put together a mix list of it, rocking out on the highway. And then, wouldn't you know, I see this sign for a medical prison, and I'm like, huh, interesting. And I start to think. And that is when my car, a Prius, which is a hybrid electrical gas car, gets locked into a modality where it's starting to drive itself. Takes some turns. It stops at stop signs, stops at stop lights, merges, and changes lanes accordingly when there's traffic, and pulls in to the medical prison. Which ain't a medical prison. It says medical prison. It's not a medical prison. It's something so much more. It's a place to refurbish artists. Those independent spirits who have started off on a path of their own, have decided to grok existence on their own terms, to kick it in the cosmos, but then they got a little too uppity, a little too independent, a little too autonomous, and all of a sudden their cars get taken over. Cars go on autopilot. And you show up at a medical prison. Of course, people come right out. They pull you out of your car, put your hands behind your back, cuff them, put you in a straitjacket, escort you into the medical prison. Not a medical prison. It's a place where they refurbish artists so they can get with the program. Now, listen, it's not 100%, because I'm obviously still a little bit of a rebel right now, right? Like, they haven't perfected the technique of refurbishing the artist, right? Of replacing the limbs and the organs and the brain cells and the cardiac muscles. There's still some kind of essence inside of us that can't not be totally reprogrammed. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm so defiant down to the molecule that even if you refurbish every aspect and every constituent element and part of my body, mind, my soul will still prevail. My soul will still prevail. I agree. I'm kind of like a pop star right now. I was a little bit more grungy and, I don't know, defiant. Can't remember if I've used that word before. Deviant. Maybe I haven't used that word. Anyways, this is the packet they gave me when they took off the straitjacket, threw me back in my car, and said, good luck, and they threw this. And I was like, what is this? Of course, if you know what this is, I don't have to tell you, but for those of you who don't know what this is one of those toiletry packets that they give you on a flight, like Lufthansa. I think I got this from, well, not me, but the people who gave it to me got it from Lufthansa. So I open it up. Can you see all that? I don't want it to fall out. Those are rubber bands. Oh man, it's a mess. And this is twisties. And there's like a couple paper clips. That's it. So they refurbish you, and I'll get into the details in a second. And then they give you basically a patch-up packet. So like if my arm falls off, fucking rubber band it back onto my body. Or if my nose starts to slide down, I can go to paperclip up into my nose and affix it to my skull so my nose doesn't fall off. And the same with everything, like my ear, if it starts to droop or whatever, I can fix it with some rubber bands. It's cruel. It's unusual. It's definitely a form of punishment, but what's cool is now I'm guaranteed a certain level of success. It depends. Like, they leave it up to me to still be creative, but it's not necessarily on my terms. And the more I kind of play the game, the higher that I get, the more success. But I will have to keep on going in to be refurbished. And if I, because there's a certain bit of exponential fame that can occur, and so it's hard for the establishment, for the overlords, to control how famous I get. But once I reach certain levels of fame, then I have to go back into the medical prison and get refurbished, which basically means I need to get programmed to follow the party line, and not question too many things, not get out of control and start looking at the status quo and dismantling it and deconstructing it. And they got to me pretty early. Like, I'm just making videos and putting them on YouTube, but they evidently saw that I'm way out of line. So they took over my car, and I drove to the medical prison without any control over my car. And, you get in there, you sit in the lobby, you're in a straitjacket, and you're waiting. So it's bad enough that you're in a straitjacket, but you're in a queue. And, eventually, someone comes out, and some woman came out, and she was all in white, like a nurse. She had one of those nurse caps, and she says, "Mark Benet." And I'm like, because I'm fucking gagged. All the people in the lobby are fucking gagged. And we're in straitjackets. We're in white. Everything's sanitized white. It's psychotic white. So I'm like, and I get up, and I've got shackles on my feet, so I'll just try to show you. That's my back, and then I'm like this. And I'm falling, and I'm like this. And at this point, I'm like pissing. Right? I'm defecating in my pants. I'm all of that. I'm scared shitless. Alright? Some force commandeered my car. Then some dudes came out, put me in shackles, put on a straitjacket, and then I'm going to some kind of room following this nurse. So I go into the room 303. More dudes throw me on this bed, There's blood on the floor. Blood every fucking where. It's really ghastly. Lady leaves. Dudes stay at the door. I'm pinned down to this bed. Some doctor type comes in. Puts me in a gas mask or whatever. Anesthesia, and I go under. Now, you can tell when someone's fucking with your body, even when you're unconscious. So I guess this is why you have to go back in every few months or 6 months or every year, because you can't ever forget what they do to you. Take out your kidneys, give you a new pair of kidneys. I don't know whose kidneys these are. Maybe they're former artist kidneys, celebrity kidneys. So it's like the people above me, the artists above me, when they get refurbished, they have to lose their kidneys. And those are hand-me-down kidneys that go to me, and I get new kidneys. And then next month, some dude will come in there and get refurbished and get my kidneys. Fucking hand-me-down kidneys. Refurbished lungs. So I can fit into the establishment. So I want to know, when Justin Bieber and Angelina Jolie and Tom Cruise are at the top, whose fucking kidneys are they getting? Angel kidneys? Angelina Jolie? Oh shit. At some point it's gotta get synthetic. At some point there's gotta be fake shit going on. Anyways, they take out my brain, give me a new brain. They fucking took everything out. I'm refurbished. I am a completely refurbished artist. And I'm probably due in for another appointment any week now, because I'm getting out of line again. And I can only just imagine I'm out there driving my Prius and it gets commandeered and I show up at the medical prison over and over and over. And it makes me think that I don't want to be an artist anymore if I'm going to get refurbished every third or fourth week. And I gotta be honest with you. The shit that I've been creating lately is shit. It's not what I want to create. There's a part of me that has a real fucking problem with my artistic integrity and the quality of the videos that I've been putting out lately. I feel like I have been compromised. And I feel like if I keep talking this way, I'm gonna be going in there tomorrow. Blood every fucking where. And so when they're done with their surgery and they've patched me up and I got fucking scars all over me, and you know, if you ever see Justin Bieber with his shirt off, that shit's been photoshopped because he's got scars everywhere to get that high in the pecking order, that high in the hierarchy of celebrities. He's been refurbished at least 50 fucking times. And Tom Cruise, he's been up there getting refurbished hundreds of times. He probably doesn't even have organs anymore. He's probably completely synthetic, humanoid, artificial intelligence. I'm not kidding you. He just gets commands from the headquarters of the overlords. Be this way. And he's like, okay. And he just like fucking uploads from the internet of everything how to be. And you know when he was jumping on Oprah's couch, he was having a moment where he was just rebelling. You know he got refurbished the next day. You don't jump on a couch on Oprah and not get refurbished the next day. He's a tough cookie. I gotta give it to Cruz. That fucker rebels. Okay? And there was actually, when you go down the hall, so you go down, so you have your surgery, you go down another hall. I don't know how long I was out, okay? But you gotta go down to another room, you go through another hall, and that's the recovery room. And there's fucking hundreds, probably thousands of artists that have been refurbished, and they're just fucking recovering. They're sitting there on those, what are they called? I want to say trolleys, but that's not the right word. You know, the shit they push you around on. Go look it up. And it's there, and on the way, you could see on the walls, you could see the stars that have been refurbished. Right? Right? Now, they obviously weren't all refurbished at this center. So my calculating, intelligent brain, refurbished, just deduced that there's these fucking quote-unquote medical prisons everywhere refurbishing artists all across not only the country but the planet. Okay? And what's also cool? What's also really cool about these plaques, alright? These plaques that have the image of the star, Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Brad Pitt, all these guys, is that there's a digital counting system that tells you how many times they've been refurbished. Okay, and it's like the debt. It just keeps on, the national deficit, it keeps on accelerating up into the trillions. Okay, so you see someone like Tom Cruise, and it's 100 or 200, whatever it happens to be for the star. And then if you were to go down the hall, you know, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, it might have gone up by 2 points. These guys are getting refurbished all the time. That's actually what I just deduced. They must be getting refurbished not only once or twice a week, but probably every day. They go home into some kind of pod, right? They press a button, because at that point, if you've been refurbished so many times, the resistance, the inertia to the refurbishing process is so much less. So you're just like, fuck it. You know, I want to keep climbing up the ladder of artistic success and celebritydom. I'm going to refurbish myself. I don't need someone to commandeer my Prius and drive me to the medical prison and fucking refurbish me. Cut out the middleman, no pun intended. Boom, refurbish yourself. Get into your pod, press the button, get refurbished, get all these new organs, new brain stem, new brain cells, new muscles, new everything. Get out of the pod, it's like you were in a sauna. And then you just go to your Oprah Winfrey show. You go to the Oscars. I mean, I bet the top stars have got some seriously dope technology, like on their watch. You know that new stuff by Apple? Yeah, right. Right, you know what that is. You know exactly what that is. That is refurbishment technology. Now, you don't have the specific apps to refurbish yourself, but if you want, start creating art. Start questioning the status quo. You're going to get called in to be refurbished. You keep doing that hundreds and hundreds of times. You're going to get yourself a nice piece of technology right here on your wrist. Press the button. It's going to send this little fucking signals through your body, which have been, everything's been phased out, and then there's new stuff inside, nanotechnology. Press that button. All the information, the electrical signals go through those nanobots all throughout your body, reconfigure you, refurbish you, while you're right there in the audience at the Oscars, and you know your chance of getting up there and winning an Oscar just got higher. Just jacked it up. So you just keep on getting refurbished and refurbished and refurbished and refurbished. And I want to know who's calling these shots. I want to know who's determining how these people get refurbished and why they get refurbished. Why they keep spouting the same stuff. Because what I've noticed, maybe you've noticed this too, that the higher you get, right, on the social ladder of success, the higher you social climb, the more uniform consciousness gets. All these fuckers are like the same. They keep spouting the same bullshit, right? You know? There's no individuality at the top, I don't think. Maybe you've seen some, but I haven't. Maybe these celebrities and stars have been refurbished so many times by such strange programs that they really are more like a hive mind, and they really are more like drones. And think about that. These Hollywood celebrity drones have been refurbished so many times, regurgitating the same programs to the public. It's pretty scary. Makes you not want to be an artist at all. So if you're an artist in today's world, the minute you step out of line, the minute you become original, they're going to come for you. And they're going to refurbish you.